In this video, we are going to do a bit of a kickoff on our new Learn Revit Fast series and training site. I'm using Revit 2025, and we're going to teach you a little bit about Revit ductwork here, just as a little opener, kind of stretch our legs and test out the waters. And I have my recent files disabled in here so you don't see all my little thumbnails. You can turn that on if you want, but that won't make a difference. I'm going to say new model here, new project, and I'm going to pick a template file here. It's important I get the right template because I'm doing mechanical pipe and duct stuff these days. So that's important. So I pick my mechanical template. You'll have your own company version of that inevitably over time. I have a couple of palettes up here that I've been dabbling with, and I'm just going to show you that I can just drag those back down and put them up into there, and they'll go back into the right place. Now, under here, under the top, I've got systems, and right there, I've got my duct work. So I'm going to draw a piece of duct in here and just pay attention again. I'm just kind of opening things up. I'm in a mechanical file. I'm in a mechanical floor plan at level 1. So I'm going to say, okay, sure, let's draw some duct. And I'm just going to check my dials here before. So I'm going to go pick my duct type off of here on the properties and say, well, I want a square back mitered elbow with a T connection for my branch lines, not tapped. Okay, that sets the pace right there as to what type of duct I want. Then I can pick my dimensions of the duct. I don't know, 30 by 20, keep it kind of round numbers. And then I set my elevation. So 9 feet up in the air looks good to me. So I'm going to pick a point and start to draw. And I should also point out that I didn't point out that it's going to go on supply air. So I'm going to say, okay, that's fine. And I'm going to use my shift key, and shift key will keep things straight. That's what that does. Okay. And then I can click. If I want to do a 45, I take my hand off the shift key and I can draw at angles, and away I go. Now, if I want to drop down, I have to make sure I have enough room to get all the fittings in there. But let's say I go down to 3 feet. I'm just going to type in a 3 and move out and continue in the same direction. I don't want to turn and change direction and drop all at the same time. It'll cause a little more fittings in there. So I'm just going to do that, and that put a drop in there, right? So I can go down to there, and I can go back up to my 9 feet. There's all kinds of things I can do. Back up to 9 feet and then click. Okay, I'm going to hit right click cancel, or I can hit escape and right click cancel again. That's it for that. Let's go now. And on the quick access toolbar, your quick access toolbar might be up at the top over there, above here. See that? Okay, and up here, there's a little doghouse button, little 3D. So if I click on there, it goes to the 3D button. And inside of here, I can continue to draw. But just as an example, I'll show you a little trick with the space bar. Let's say I want to pull a branch off of here. So I'm going to go back up to my duct palette. I'm going to pick my duct tool. I'm going to hover and grab the center line, not the edges, but grab the center line. And notice it's at 9 feet. Well, if I leave it at 9 feet, that's fine. I'm at 9 feet. I can just come off like this, and then I can hit right click cancel. Now, what happens if I snap to this guy over here on the center line? See, it's up at 9 feet. I don't want to do that. I'm going to hit my space bar. Watch what happens. Space bar, boom. And then back to my shift key, and then I'm over down at that size and dimension. I can right click and hit cancel again. Now I want to go back up to here, hit that center line. You see, I'm at 3 feet. So I hit my space bar, boom, and I'm back up to 9 feet. And I can also change the dimensions as I go if I want to. So I can change my dimension to be, 20 by 40 instead. So I'm pulling a T branch off because it's a T-based system. And I can carry on and then drop down here to my heart's content and carry on over. Hit escape and a final cancel. Just a little teaser. I'm going to go into here and hit my shaded mode. Okay, just to get things kind of rolling here on a little opener on doing some Revit 2025 ductwork.